All aboard! What's up, Kaiju family? This is Godzilla Train 1090 coming at you for another review today. Well, it's more of a re-upload of a review. My very first X Plus figure reviews actually were the Megagodzilla crew. And that review's so old, which is probably just a year, I thought it was time to go ahead and redo this review. Go over each and every monster the way I want to. Show y'all what they look in detail in case you don't have it. If you do have it, and love Terra Megagodzilla, still stay for the whole video. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. But yeah, like I said before in my first review, Terra Megagodzilla is probably my fourth or fifth favorite Godzilla movie. It's definitely my second show favorite movie besides the original, which when it comes to show films, I don't know why I always just leave the original by itself and then I'll rank every show film after that. So like I said, in my humble opinion, Terra Megagodzilla is the second best. It's gonna be the second best show movie for me. I'm not going to really dive too much into the film because I actually do want to do a Terra Megagodzilla movie review soon. So I won't dive into the film just yet. This is more just about talking about the figures we have, and if we might get something new or not of a particular figure that I'm gonna touch on a little bit later. But alright guys, as you see we have the 30 centimeters 1975 Godzilla here, the 30 centimeter 1975 Mechagodzilla, and the 30 centimeter Titanosaurus. Of course, like I said, all these are made by X Plus. These came out, let's see. Okay, Terra Megagodzilla. Oh, let's see this. Megagodzilla came out in 2017. Titanosaurus came out in 2016. And before I even look, I think this Godzilla came out in 2015. And no, it came out in 2017 as well. So all these figures pretty much came out just about the same time. So I wasn't collecting back then. I still haven't even got my feet wet in the collecting game at that point. I don't believe. So I'm sure when these figures got announced, people were buku crazy about it, super happy about it. Even though I know that this guy's probably one of the most controversial Godzilla Express figures of all time. Because when we take a closer look at him, you'll see what I mean. Because either you love him or you hate him. There's not really an in-between with this incarnation of Godzilla. But alright guys, if y'all give me a quick second, I'll go and show you a close look at all three of these figures. I'll do that right now. Thank you. Okay guys, and first we'll take a look at Mechagodzilla. As you can tell, sorry I had to focus real quick, but as you can tell, it's a very, very nice scope. You can clearly see that this is a 75 Mechagodzilla from all the damage that's to the body, and how the colors are different color than the head. How the head is a different color than the rest of the body. So of course, as you know, in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Godzilla and King Caesar was jacking this dude up just a tidbit. Just a tidbit, but they were going ham on him. So, and then that's actually what I love about the 75 design as well. He's not all fresh and clean and shiny and new. He actually looks beat up and battle worn and everything like that. I think that's pretty dope about the 75 Mechagodzilla, honestly. But as far as the scope, here's a nice close look at his head. As you see, his nose as I guess missiles, the yellow in his eyes, the missiles in his mouth, which I'm not gonna lie, I think I just noticed that not too long ago, but I thought it was pretty dope to note. And then we'll go down, look at the body. Like I said, the body's all beat up from King Caesar and Godzilla doing a number on him in the movie before. And of course, his finger missiles, which if you have this Mechagodzilla, or most Mechagodzillas, I know you know about the fingers. As you see, the Mechagodzilla 2 Insomnia on his arm. And yes, I'm missing fingers. If you have, like I said previously, if you have this Mechagodzilla, you're missing. You might be missing fingers as well. Actually, I know I'm not the only one. I know I've seen others complain about missing fingers on Mechagodzilla. Of course, the spikes on his knees, his missiles from his feet. Of course, Mechagodzilla's unique tail, which that is one difference between 75 and 74 is how the tail looks. And I learned that from Mr. Samson West. We go up to the back of his dorsal plates, back of his head. Don't get me wrong, the gigantic Megazord does look nice, but it's not this guy. As you can see, you can rotate his head all the way back and then not fall off. His arms have articulation as well, and his wrist as well. But that's probably how I lost the damn missile. So don't articulate the wrist. His calves can move. His legs can move slightly. There we go. And actually, I actually like this pose quite a bit. Actually, man, they use this for a picture. Hint, hint. And if you can open this, his chest plate actually opens as well. But I'm not gonna sit here and have y'all watch me fumble around trying to open it and stuff like that. Just trust me, it opens. If you have the patience for it, it opens. I absolutely promise you that. But alright guys, that's a look at Mechagodzilla. Let's take a look at his co-star Titanosaurus. Now, again, like I said, to me, all three of these figures are... Oh, okay, Mechagodzilla and Titanosaurus are perfect. I'll get into Godzilla in a second. But as you see, the details on Titanosaurus, he's in a pretty simple pose, but I mean, he's Titanosaurus. Doesn't need to be in a magnificent pose. But the paint app on Titanosaurus is absolutely... What's the word I'm looking for? Screen accurate, I guess. But I guess they also say it looks pretty dope to me. They did a really good job getting all his bumpy grooves on him. They have his color completely correct. Even the faint yellow and stuff, that's on parts of his body. Well, here's a look at his face. Has that little stare that Titanosaurus loves to have. Let me zoom in real quick, or focus up real quick. And then look at his mouth. He has his tongue, his teeth are sculpted pretty well. To me, Titanosaurus can get a bad picture of him from anywhere. As I said previously, got the goose on his arms, or all over his body, just like in the movie. So, as I said previously, I thought that's pretty dope. His feet. But yeah, to me, Titanosaurus is a perfect figure to me. He doesn't have much articulation. His arms do move, but his legs are completely stagnant. His neck doesn't move at all. But one thing I wish they did do with Titanosaurus, which I know we got this with the 25 centimeter version, is if they had his tail, like an extra tail, if his tail closed up. Because in the movie, we don't see his tail out like that. Which honestly, that's kind of how I prefer it too, honestly. But we don't see it a whole lot in the movie. His tail is more closed for the most part in the whole movie. But like I said, I can't complain. He's still Titanosaurus. Titanosaurus is probably my favorite. One of my favorite kaijus besides Godzilla. Thing is, hell, honestly, it might be number 2. I really love Titanosaurus. I was really happy when I got him, and I actually got him with mechagodzilla, so that made that box stay even more special. But all right, if you give me a quick moment, I'll bring up the final star of this movie, Godzilla. Yes, the 1975 X Plus Godzilla. Now, I will say this from the jump. I love this Godzilla a lot. This Godzilla, like the Trip Masters Godzilla, this Godzilla pretty much goes wherever I go, honestly. Unless I have another Godzilla with me. But I like having him with me the most. He's so easy to carry, toss in the car, go on road trips with. I have no issues with this Godzilla. There's a few things that could be different, but I mean, at that point, I'm nitpicking, which I do understand some people's gripes with it. But as you see, he has no articulation in his arms or his legs. The paint app is charcoal gray with silver down the dorsal plates, even up through his tail, even. But with his tail being like this, he's very simple to put him on the shelf. But the big thing about this Godzilla is probably the face. The face is what everybody, the face and the hands actually, is what everybody's grab about this Godzilla. Now, honestly, to me, I don't see a big problem with the hands, because I mean, Godzilla's never really had big hands. Like, even looking at my other figures on my shelf, the Godzilla with the biggest hands that I have is 64 Godzilla, and even that is he has longer nails and really a big hand. So I don't know where this tiny hand Godzilla thing came from, but I mean, he doesn't have huge hands. He never have. And also his face. Now I get it. In some aspects, his face may not be 100% accurate, honestly. To me, it's close enough, though. It's not enough for me to hate the figure that the face is that off. Is it 100% perfect? No. But I think it represents 75 Godzilla well. And honestly, if he really wanted to, he can pass off as even fake Godzilla, to be honest. If he really wanted to. But like I said, this Godzilla is perfect. I see no issues with it. It looks 100% fine to me. I love this Godzilla. He's probably my favorite to have with me all the time. Not my favorite to take pictures with, but I mean, still, as far as like, if there was something I had to save in a fire, it would probably be between 84 and 75. It'd be whoever I can grab hold to first, or both of them. Who knows? But to me, like I said, this actually represents both Godzillas. This represents all the 70s Godzillas to me very well. Because at least 73, 74, 75. Because honestly, this is what this face reminds me of. This is like a mix of all three, honestly. And like I said, I know it's not absolutely perfect, but he's my 75 Godzilla. I've seen the Billiken. I feel like the Billiken looks more off to me than this one, but that's a whole nother debate for another day. And honestly, I already had this debate in the experts group. I don't think we need to resurface that argument again. But all right, guys, if you give me a moment, I'll wrap up this review for you guys, and thank you. All right, guys, we're back, and that's my view on the Mechagodzilla crew. Like I said, this guy is probably my favorite figure to just have around in the belt. Not my absolute favorite express figure, but I don't know, something about having this guy around just takes me back to my childhood. He reminds me of simpler times. Cause of course, most of us who grew up Godzilla fans, we were all kids. I know I was a kid when I started watching Godzilla. Started watching Godzilla when I was 4 or 5 years old. And of course, superhero Godzilla is the one that sticks in a lot of our heads when we think of childhood Godzilla, honestly. And no matter what people say about it, I still love the guy. I think Mechagodzilla is absolutely flawless, even though he's missing fingers, but it's okay. To me, he just shot him at Godzilla already, in my opinion. And honestly, what more can I say about Titanosaurus? This dude is absolutely fantastic. But okay, that's my view. My next review will probably be a movie review, more than likely. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna do a movie review next, because I don't have. Like I said, I have figures coming down the pipeline, but I don't have anything as of yet. So it'll probably a little while before I do a figure review. And if I do, it'll probably be some of the older stuff I have, maybe, more than likely. Also, don't forget to check out our Facebook page and Kaiju Collectors, as well as check out our new channel, my new channel, Monsters with Attitude. It's me and my co-hosts Cody, Robin, Thomas, and Charles. I just uploaded a video on there yesterday, actually, about my absolute first Godzilla figure that I ever purchased. Or I didn't purchase, but my first Godzilla figure I've ever had. So if you want to see that, go check that out on the Monsters with Attitude YouTube page. And I guess that's how I got for y'all, folks. I hope you have a great night. Thank you.